Hey guys, Prepper Nurse One here. It is almost 9 o'clock at night. It is Monday, let's see what time, or the 11th of July. Sorry, it's been freaking a lot going on. Personal life last few days. Work is going great. New job's going good. But I wanted to finish up my story real quick. Okay, that I was saying. I'm sorry that the camera cut off. It does that. The batteries only last so long, and then I got to recharge them all. But anyway, my story that I was saying was I had a buddy of mine that I hung out with in North Carolina when I was in the service at Fort Bragg. Okay? And here's the way it worked in the military. This is not 100 years ago. This is back in 85, 86. Um, Everybody worked together during the day. At the end of the day, the blacks went this way, the whites went that way, and anybody that was Hispanic, Indian, or whatever picked a side, and that's who they stayed with, okay? Well, I had one buddy of mine, his name was Dennis Roll, and we hung out all the time. And he was a black dude. And we would go to the movies and just have a good time. I mean, we really got along. He was from Florida, and it was always the joke that Florida was just an extension of New York. So anyway, so what happened was he comes to me one day and he says, he goes, Ed, listen, man. He goes, we can't hang out anymore. And I went, why? He goes, because the brothers are giving him, he goes, this is what he said to me. He goes, the brothers are giving me too much crap for hanging out with a white guy. He says, and if I pick you over them, they'll ostracate me and I'll be done. I won't be with them at all anymore, and all I'll have is you. He said, so I got to choose them. And I looked at him and I went, you know what, Dennis? I said, I get it. Because I did. I got it. I understood. I mean, it's how sad is it that they made him choose from hanging out with somebody that he liked to hang out with, that if you don't stop hanging out with that guy, we're going to cut you off. I mean, it's crazy. So anyway, so that's the end of that story. Now, what I wanted to talk about today, something actually happened today. I went out and I was out for a ride. I just like I said, a lot going on in my mind right now. A lot of things I got to kind of process through. It's what I do, and a good way for me to do that is to be on the bike. So I was out on a bike and I was riding, and a guy comes up to me and he starts giving me the story, and I'm thinking, okay, here he's running a scam on me. And he says, yeah, my son took my car out the other day, got a DWI. He says, I'm on my way home from work. He says, I'm just trying to get home. I need like a half a gallon of gas. He goes, my light's, on red, and I don't know if I can make it home. So I looked at him and I said, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. You might be scamming me. And this is exactly what I said to him. I go, you might be scamming me, but I'll tell you what. Here's $3. He says, oh man, thank you so much. He says, next time if I see you, I'll buy you a beer or I'll pay it forward. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, pay it forward. Do a kindness to somebody else. He goes, you know what? He goes, I really like that idea. He goes, I'll definitely do that. So my challenge today to you guys is, now listen, I don't know if the guy was scamming me or if he was legit, but you know what? It cost me $3. And if that gives him a gallon of gas and he can get home, great. If he was scamming me, hey, you know what? For $3, he got me for $3. But here's my challenge to everybody. With all the evilness and rottenness and horrible crap that's going on around our world and our society and in the United States right now, my challenge to you guys is to pay it forward. Do a kindness to somebody and not look for recognition to get it. You know what I mean? Just do something decent for somebody. I don't care if say you're in McDonald's and you say, hey, listen, you're in the drive-through window. What's the total of the cars behind me? What's their total for their meal? And just pay for the freaking meal. Or if you see somebody that is down and out and needs help them out. Do something like that. I mean, it don't take a lot to do something decent for somebody, and you really may make their day and make their week or month. You don't know. You know what I mean? Even saying going up to a total stranger and giving them a compliment for absolutely no reason. Hey, baby girl.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi.
But doing something decent for somebody, that's what it's about, that's my challenge to everybody out there. I really want you guys to think about, you know, I look at it like this. I've had my ups and downs. I've had some, setbacks and whatnot. But overall, I'm very blessed. I got two great kids. I got this beautiful piece of property. We're working on it obviously and trying to make things better, making our life better. I am truly, truly blessed, and I know that. So, you know, for me to do something kind for somebody, that's a no-brainer. I try to do it as much as I possibly can. I try to give people compliments all the time, and no expectations. Just go up, be kind, say something nice, and then walk away. So they don't think you're like a creeper and trying to hit on them. Just be decent to each other. What's so hard about that? You know what I mean? There's just so much hatred, and the media just perpetrates it. They want us to be at each other's throats. And here's the thing, okay? I was talking about this with somebody today. And the media is a big part of this because we're spoon-fed what they want us to see. This is just my thought, okay? And this is just, I'm going to put this out there. This is my thought. I think, in my opinion, that the government wants this race war. They want us to fight each other. Okay, because if the whites turn against the blacks, and of course then you got your other groups that'll pick a side or whatever, and I know that the Asians are not real big fan of black people. They don't get along real well either. But here's what I think is going to happen if this ever happened, and hopefully it never will, because hopefully we have enough intelligent people in the world that this will never happen. I think they want the race war, because if they have a race war, then they can lock us down with martial law and then completely control us in the name of safety, okay? Let's not do that, guys. Let's not do that. You know what? Bad things happen. It is what it is. There's nothing you're going to be able to ever do to change it. But feeding into what they want us to do, that's just stupid. I'm going to tell you what. I have a big philosophy. I treat people the way I want to be treated. Always have. And if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. I don't give a crap what color you are. And there's a-holes that are white too, believe me. So, to me, it's a waste of time and energy. And like I said, my challenge to everybody, like I said, is pay it forward. Do a kindness to somebody. Because man, if we can just get something like that snowballing and rolling, and and tell them, listen, or if you do a kindness, say, listen, pay it forward. Do a kindness to somebody else. What's so hard about that? Nothing, and it doesn't take a lot of your time or your money. So anyway, guys, listen, I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, there's been a lot going on, so I apologize for I've been very distracted. I'll be honest with you, I've been very distracted as of late. But it's okay. I'll get it all worked out in my head. But anyway, listen, so be kind to each other. That's more my message than anything else. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't, okay? So listen, guys, have a great day. I hope everybody's doing well. And I will talk to you soon. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.